Awesome Cuts LLC, not just a haircut and experience. Alright y'all, welcome to another video. Today we doing something a little different. I'm going to be doing a haircut tutorial for you guys. So as you can see, I'm going in, knocking down all the bulk. First I'm using the 3 guard because he has very fine hair. And I don't want to cut it too low because it'll look see-through, almost like he has bald spots or something. So I'm just starting with the 3 guard and going down with the guard slowly to make sure I don't cut off too much hair, but I want it to look even on the side, so I'm removing all those dark spots as you can see. As a barber, you really want to use your eyes. That's really the best tool that you can have as a barber, besides all the clippers and stuff, is your eyes. You want to use your eyes to your best ability. So I'm removing all those dark spots, and then at the top there, I'm just going to use, the biggest guard to the smallest and make sure I don't cut off too much hair and make it look see-through. So now I'm just going to go in and add my guideline. People be saying don't put the guideline in too harsh or anything like that, and I agree, but if you know how to get the line out, then you know how to get the line out. And I always start with the V shape because I kind of want to make the fade burst, and I want to make sure you can still see his C-cups when I line everything up and it doesn't just look like it's floating, if you know what I mean. Alright, so I went up no guard about 1/2 inch. We gonna do the same thing here with the 1 guard going up like 1/2 inch. Just so you guys know, if you don't, a 1 guard against the grain versus a 1 guard with the grain, the cut comes out completely different. So I left these clips in here with my elbow in front of the camera, as you guys can see, because I want you guys to know that I'm going against the grain with the 1 guard, as you can see here, and then when I put my elbow in front of the camera, that's an accident, of course. I gotta find a better camera angle, but I'm going with the grain to lay down the hairs, as you guys can see a little bit there. Alright, now after that, I'm going to come in with my 0.5 guard, or some people call it a 0 guard. And I'm just going to knock out that little line in between the 1 guard and the lever open. And then after all of that, I always detail with my Babulous Pro because I feel like that's the best detailing blade to me. It knocks out all the lines. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, as you guys can see there. I really don't need to show you guys that. After that, I always come in with some barber saw, soothing aloe, shaving cream, just to lay down the hairs and clean off the forehead area or the beard, whatever I'm cutting. And yeah, then I come in with my steaming hot towels. You guys can see the steam rolling off of that towel, and my Babulous Pro massager. And I just give my client a little massage and a little steam therapy just to get them feeling refreshed while I'm laying down these hairs and cleaning off that little forehead area from all the dead skin cells or the sweat or any product they may have in their hair. Then I'm just going to gently wipe off the shaving cream and all that dead skin and hair. Just going to wipe all of that off. Make sure you get all the hair off their face. Make sure your client is comfortable and communicate with them. Communication is the best tool you can have when it comes to barbering, aside from your eyes, as I said. Now I'm just coming in with the Tresemme level 5 holding spray just to lay down his hairs. Then behind that, I'm going to come in with my blow dryer on a cool air setting just to freeze the holding spray in place, if you know what I mean. Lay down his hairs and make it so nothing is sticky, so when I'm cutting, nothing sticks to my blade while I'm cutting. Here, I'm just going to position his head in the angle that I need so I can go ahead and start giving him a crispy lineup. I always start with the vertical bars, as you can see here. Then I go on to the C-cups to make sure everything is symmetrical. Then I go on to my front line and makes the process way easier, as I'm going to show you guys here. Alright, I zoomed in a little bit more. We did both of the vertical bars, so then I'm coming in the C-cups. We're moving very slow, as you can see. It's also the little ash line appearing, coming from the proper hairline preparation, but I have a light on my head because the lighting in people's houses don't be good enough, and I need to see every hair follicle, so you might not be able to see the ash line, but it's there, trust me. He wants to keep his beard as it's growing, so I'm just going ahead and lining that up carefully. And this whole process is very slow because you want to make sure you're taking your time and you cutting each hair follicle and you communicating with your client and giving them the best haircut possible. Alright, at this point I'm just lining them up. It's not really too much more to say, so I'm just going to let you guys watch me work. Alright, I'm finished lining everything up, so I'm going to give you guys a close-up of the fade and the lines. This is all natural, no enhancements, by the way. Now we're going to start the line up on his mustache. He said he don't like when people be making him look like a Mexican. So I'm going to make sure I don't line up his mustache too thin here. I hear a lot of people have this problem. That's where communication comes in. Make sure you communicate. Well, people say they communicate with your barbers. Make sure your barber is listening. So I'm just cutting the little flyaways, as you can see here, because if I really move in too much, then he gonna look like a Mexican, because he don't got too much at the top to line up there. Now I'm just showing him my work so you can see everything going on there. And I explained to him that his mustache is still growing, so I don't want to put a hard line, because then he'll look Mexican. Now he's pretty much checking out my work and telling me that he wants the line in between his mustache. Yup, you guys can see that there. And now I'm just going to add that line there. I'm going to go in with my baby trimmers first, because his face is very sensitive, and it kind of breaks out when I use the razor or a trimmer that's too zero gapped on his face. So I'm going to go in with the Stylecraft sabers. They're very sharp, don't get me wrong, but they have a soft touch to them, so I'm going to use them first. So boom, you see that there. They didn't end up making a hard enough line for us both though, so I ended up going in with my Stylecraft Instincts Metal Edition just to get a harsher line, and that ended up working out for us both. Alright, that's pretty much the cut there. You see that smile of satisfaction. Again, this cut is all natural, no enhancements, man. Come book with me. Now I'm just going to use the razor to sharpen everything up on his hairline. Again, we're not using it on his face because his face breaks out easily. And yeah, I'm just going to let you guys watch me work with the razor. Alright guys, now that is pretty much the finished product. I'm going to give him the mirror again and let him check out my work. He checked it out, told me that he messing with it. One of the best cuts I've done. Every time you cut your client hair, the next cut should be better. No cap, that's how it should be. Now I got a spicy mop with the nano mister I got from Sly Huncho. Shout out Sly Huncho. And if you in the St. Louis, Missouri area and you need a mobile barber, my booking link is on the About page. Comment down below if you want more videos like this.